Alright, this is like my intro that I'm trying to do on ShareFactory. It's Star Wars Palooza. Then I had like this little couch potato that's playing video games. I had other ones that had it to where it was like this Baldur's Gate randomly, but like, because it was there, but like, yeah, this is okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add the clip pretty soon. So I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go ahead and play this game. Not KK. Go back. KK. Nope, not KF. Okay. I'm gonna go and play this game, and I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna go ahead and play it on Twitch, the ShareFactory, because I still can't do it. Okay, what would it be? It would be Anakin Skywalker, Dewald. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with Anakin Skywalker because that's who I play in Rachel's Revenge. So I'll go with this. So, and this is like an N64 game, and I think it was for Dreamcast here. So let me go ahead and let me make sure to go ahead, just for copyright issues here, to go ahead and make sure. So yeah, music is off. Music is off. Okay, sound on. Oh wait. Racing classic. I don't have any idea what that stuff does. I don't know what I just did there. Okay, so start race. Oh, let's skip that. No, any music. Copyright issue. Whoa, it's crazy. It's a lot like Rachel's Revenge. I think it has like a boost thing too. And yeah, you can change the camera just like Rachel's Revenge. I think this game came first. Yeah, because this game had to come first because it was for the N64. My girlfriend told me that she played it here. And like, the difference between this one and Racer's Revenge is because Darth Maul's my favorite character. He's an unlockable character, and then I'm trying to unlock him in Racer's Revenge, but I gotta get some moment to get like the #1 KOs. Oh, this game's pretty fun so far. And this seems a little bit easier than Racer's Revenge, maybe because it was made of, I don't know, I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna go ahead and be crashing immediately. I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. Yep. Yep. I knew once I said, oh, it's pretty easy, I'm gonna crash. Okay, that's like brake. Is this boost? Okay. Wait, and this one, like, okay, so like in Racer's Revenge, you play like kind of an adult teenage Anakin Skywalker, but I think in this one you actually play like, yeah, you're actually playing little Skywalker, just like, you know, like what he was actually in Phantom Menace. I know people, like, there's some people that like, you know, Jar Jar, they hate Jar Jar, but like, he's not that bad. Like there was a video that I did a long time ago, and I think it's on my new YouTube channel there, but I talked about how Jar Jar Binks isn't that bad. Like, I felt bad because it was at the Star Wars convention, and there was a kid, and the other kids had lightsabers, and they sadly were like hitting the one with Jar Jar. He's like, we hate Jar Jar. Like, he's like, I don't want. He threw off the mask. He was like, I don't want to be Jar Jar. So they all joined together and be friends and beat Jar Jar. I'm like, oh, poor Jar Jar. What did he ever do? I know he's silly, and he's not like the greatest character, but like, he's not the worst. He's the Scrappy-Doo of Star Wars. Scrappy-Doo is, well, what's his name? Snarf from Thundercats. Man, I'm really aging myself right now here. Oh my god.
It's a new lap record.
New lap record, okay. Am I in a good position? Am I in first? What am I in? I have no idea what's going on. I'm just racing. I'm a great gamer. I am not the best gamer, and I'm not horribly funny. I don't know why anyone would watch me, but I'm trying. I think I'm kind of funny, and I do beat games, but I'm not like super skilled, super hilarious. I'm casual, but I want to be professional. Ow. Back in the day, I used to do Let's Plays, when Let's Plays were like a big thing, because like, you know, they're not as big as they were once. I was inspired, like, you know, by Angry Video Game Nerd was like a thing to watch, and then Ego Raptor, aka Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps, and Dan Avidan. I love them. They're songs or music in their videos of Power Hour and Jacksepticeye, etc. Oh, okay, cool, I won. Cool. You know what? Forget everything else I said. I'm a great gamer, and I'm first. So. Okay, so I can like do vehicle upgrades and stuff, because I know in Racers Revenge you can do vehicle upgrades. Okay. Okay, that does traction. That does top. Okay, so it's similar to that. Okay, what's Pit Droid? Let's go with Pit Droid Manager.
Oh, you want to buy Pit Droid, huh? They help you fix your Podracer, you know.
Okay, cool. Maybe top speed.
Welcome to Otto's shop, huh? Take a look around. I got everything you need, huh? You banna pihota, Mindia, huh?
Okay, I guess they don't have the money. Wait, start race. Okay, I gotta. I want to skip the intros because they always like put music in the intros. Okay, come on. In Racers Revenge, I think I got like I beat one circuit, so if I can beat Racers Revenge, I mean, kind of feels a little harder than this. And I know that there's this new game coming out, the Galactic Racers, which is pretty cool. But like, and that's my opinion. Like Star Wars getting its 50th anniversary in 2027, and like the new movie of Mandalorian Grogu coming out, and like Magic the Gathering eventually is going to have Star Wars, and which is cool because they already announced they officially they haven't announced when the Star Wars is coming out. Maybe it'll be May because May is like Star Wars month. It's May 4th, May 5th. But they did officially announce that Star Trek Magic the Gathering games are going to be coming out, which I think would be the best thing ever, because you know there's always been people that have been Star Trek versus Star Wars, but if both of them have Magic the Gathering cards, now me as a total dork could be like, you know what? We can finally settle the argument. We can just settle the argument with Magic the Gathering cards. Who's better at Star Trek than Star Wars? Who's got the better tech? I think, I'm not sure, I think I remember Doctor Who having Magic the Gathering cards. I don't know, Magic the Gathering's been doing like, I know in March they did like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which sounded awesome, but like I didn't get them. But then there was also like Baldur's Gate, there was D&D, there was like tons of stuff, like tons of anime, like there is so many different Magic Gathering cards. And this is after I used to play Magic the Gathering all the time. I used to do tournaments, like draft tournaments and stuff, and now Magic the Gathering is just like unbelievably cool. And then like I played Fortnite. Like I'm not good at Fortnite, I'm not good at first person shooters, never have been, but like it's the closest to player one you have. Like every single IP is in Fortnite, man. I lost to Goku with like a machine gun, which is crazy. I got killed by Goku with a machine gun in a video game. It's crazy. Oh my god, I'm crashing into everything. Oh, okay, they show you like what positions, okay. I mean, that's what they kind of do in like Racers Revenge, but they don't do it like, I like how they do the little above thing here, so that's cool. Because obviously this was made for the 64, or 64, like yeah, I think it was 64, Nintendo 64 first, then I got to Dreamcast, which is crazy. It's pretty cool that some 64 games are all on PlayStation. I mean, I wouldn't mind, I can't do it because I don't have a PC, I can't broadcast Switch games, but like I got a lot of Mario games, like Mario 64, and I've never played Mario Sunshine. I haven't. I bought like this, it was like this 3-pack that had like Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and Mario 64, and I only played Mario 64 because that's the one I played when I was a kid, but I'm not a kid, actually a teenager. I'm aging myself here, but yeah. I mean, as far as Star Wars stuff, I was playing Battlefront 2, I was gonna play Squadrons, but it's no longer on the PlayStation Premium package where I can play it, you know, because I played for PlayStation Premium. It's now you have to have an EA subscription, and I'm like, No, I already have a PlayStation subscription. I don't need an EA subscription, and most of the other stuff, other than Star Wars stuff, with the EA subscription, is just going to be sports games. And like, I don't play sports games. I had friends back in the day, like during the 90s when I grew up, or in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. But like back in the day, they played sport games, and it was like all the Madden games, the NBA Live. And my most favorite ones was like the crazy sports games. Like there was this one robot baseball game where you played robots and you had like weird like powers and stuff. It was like in the arcade. That was cool. And the other one that was also in the arcade, NFL Blitz and NBA Jam. NBA Jam was the jam, man. I love how you can like dunk across court in the basketball game, and like you're on fire, like you're literally on fire. Like it's just in big heads and all that stuff. Because like back in the day, like during that day and age, like I wasn't into the other stuff people was. My favorite was Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's a great game. I wish they remade it for Xbox, but they kind of like changed a lot of stuff and they didn't add anything. Like they just made it better looking graphics, but then they had it to where it was like they made the multiplayer a little bit weird. It wasn't as good as the 64 game, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. Like, it's just my opinion that it's not. And then, like, what's crazy is that with Magic the Gathering, you're gonna have Star Wars, Star Trek, with Fortnite having, like, a bunch of anime characters, video game characters, and like, pop culture characters, like Stranger Things. I think they even had Star Wars characters at one point. And, Goku, and, like, all the crazy stuff. And then, like, Dead by Daylight, which I also play, having like every freaking horror character, like, well, except for Jason, because the lawsuit thing, the Friday the 13th game, but I don't know, this anniversary, I know they're doing that thing to where, like, you can make your own killer, and they have it to where we help make the video game killer to go against the survivors, but I don't know, I feel like this anniversary, Jason Voorhees might be popping on the door. That's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right, but it's just my opinion, because like they already have Freddy Krueger, they have Leatherface, they had Pinhead, but they had to go ahead and license issue Pinhead and Michael Myers, but like you can still have them, they're still in the game, you just can't purchase them anymore. But like they've had like pretty much every horror IP that I can think of. Like the only horror IPs is I'm a huge fan of horror. The only horror IPs that I know that they don't have, which are like smaller time horrors that people don't know of, like Pumpkinhead, I mean, some people know Pumpkinhead, or Leprechaun. But that's something. They even have Chucky. It was a while before they got Chucky, but then I got Chucky. So like, yeah. And they even have Tiffany. I wonder if they're gonna ever add the son of Chucky, whatever, the seed of Chucky characters, like I think it's Glenn or G. I haven't watched the series that they had to where they changed their names to like the non-binary, which is cool. I really like the fact that they have it to where they're like inclusive of that. But it would be kind of cool. I know recently they did the Trickster thing to where they had the Trickster and they made like I guess like an AI version of Trickster to where it was like you already had like a good-looking guy, now it's a good-looking girl. So, but like, I mean, I don't mind that, but if you're gonna do that, you should probably do like all characters to be inclusive, to have it to where like, I mean, like a trapper girl, or the ones that are like guy, like let them have it to where you can go guys to girls, but what about like girls and guy? What about like a nurse guy? Like, you know, have a nurse guy, or a male spirit. That would be interesting. So that way you can have it. I mean, and I don't know I know they had what was it, Hooked on Me, it was a dating game, that was interesting to have it to where they had the interesting idea of Hooked on Me to have it. I think it was on PC, I think maybe it was on Switch, I don't know, I didn't buy it, but like, it was pretty cool. And then they had the Behaviors Promote, what was the game called? It's It Has My Face, which looks like a cute little fun horror game. Like it looks pretty cool. That looks like a cool game. It reminds me of that. There was that one game that was like for PC. Like I don't have a PC. Obviously I have a PS5. There was this one game to where like you pretended to be an NPC, and I don't know what the name of it was called, but like there's all these cool games. There's that other game that was like play like little robots. It's like repo or something like that, and they talk like a little like Pac-Man things, voices, and they flap their mouths like South Park characters. It's really cute and funny. Just like that that mobile game. What's the mobile game? The mobile game to where like you gotta choose the alien, and you gotta choose that. Like everyone votes like, oh, it's you, like that's it. Like it's not like I don't think that PC games are like funner and like cooler, and like it'd be cool to be able to play those games. And there's some that are cool. Like, even like I do RPG Maker, like I'm trying to make a Dodge Rock game in RPG Maker, and like I have it on the console. I have a Game Grumps RPG that I'm doing for the Switch, and then I have Star Wars Dodge Rock games. I'm really into Star Wars now on my PS5, and Game 802 for the Dodge Rock game. I actually forgot what the Game Grumps was, but it's on my Game Grumps. On Game Grumps, it's under, I think it's under Docs or something like that. It was, which means like Shadow or something like that. It was because I was gonna make more RPGs, but it's really hard to do on console RPGs because you have a lot of limited stuff. And then also as well on the Switch, it's even more censored on the Switch than it is on the PS5. But like, it's nowhere near as censored on PCs. You can make, you know, horror or something. And there's certain things you can't say, like basement is one of them. Like you can't say, oh, there's something down in the basement, like it like censored it in the Switch. I don't think it does it on the PS5, but it does do it on the Switch because they're very like censor happy over there. But yeah, I mean, it's not the first time I've gotten censored for certain things. I mean, I got censored for when I had Street Fighter. I got censored for I was posting Street Fighter on TikTok, no mic, just gameplay and stuff, and it said it was for gore and violence. I was like, this is Street Fighter, this isn't Mortal Kombat. I assure you, there are more different fighting games that are much more gory, like, what was it, Warriors of Time, or Ultimate Warrior, whatever. It was this game to where, like, God, I forgot what the name of it was. It has it to where, like, they transported and they were for time. There was like a detective, and there was like a guy that was like a sea guy, kind of like a sea monster type thing, like an Trident, and there were, I think it was a ninja. There was like this like Noir detective, and then they were like you fought them, and they had fatalities just like Mortal Kombat. And then of course there's Mortal Kombat, and then of course there's like Primal Rage, and then there's all those games. Like, there's a lot of fighting games that have a lot harder core than Street Fighter. But like, there's a lot of during the 90s, man, there were so many cool fighting games that I wish they would like kind of bring back. Like some of them they brought back, like they bring it back. Like Street Fighter 6, I'm so glad that Street Fighter has a comeback thing. I still would love that they're making Marvel vs. Capcom 4 because it kind of ended with Infinite, and like I want like more Marvel vs. Capcom. The Marvel Token game looks cool. It does look cool. It kind of reminds me of the one they had for the Switch was like where they had like anime characters. You could play like a big robot. I forgot what that fighting game was. I never played it, but it looks cool. But like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, all those different games, like they posted up like the anime characters, like they look cool. Like I remember playing the original Guilty Gear. I think I won a tournament, fighting tournament. Like I've done fighting tournaments, like real, like not real, like not internet fighting tournaments, like in a gaming store or like video rental store back in the day. I've done gaming tournaments. My first one was at Blockbuster. I lost like the first round because I actually practiced a long time. It was actually a Play Fighter, and I practiced on my Sega Genesis because I chose the right console, Sega Genesis. But I played on Play Fighter, but then they said, oh, it's gonna be on the Super Nintendo. I was like, oh crap! So I didn't know the controls, so I lost the first round. I tried. I was the pumpkin guy, whatever the pumpkin guy was, and I tried to do that. Everyone was the frosty guy because everyone loves the frosty guy. But like, there are so many cool fighting games back in the 90s. Like Primal Rage, which is like where you play like dinosaurs and you fight each other, which was cool, and Bloody Roar. like, I kind of wish that like they would bring back those fighting games. Like Tekken's still around, King of Fighters is still around, Guilty Gear. I don't know if Guilty Gear is still around because it was like the whole like weird lawsuit stuff. Like not lawsuit, but like creativity issues or whatever it was. And then they made Blaze Blue, so I think both are going because there was like a Guilty Gear Zerg or something like that. And then but like Blaze Blue, I know is going around. And then there, DBZ Fighters was basically the equivalency to Marvel vs. Capcom because like when DBZ Fighters came out, I think it was DBZ Fighters, because I remember Budokai, which was like cool. It was like a 3D Dragon Ball Z game. DBZ Fighters, which was more like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with the assist and everything. People really loved that versus Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite happened, and then like people were like, man. It was like, because they had like all the Marvel characters, and like that was the thing too. That was during the time frame when Disney was like purchasing like Marvel and stuff like that, and like Capcom, Disney. There was like a lot of like things where they couldn't have X-Men characters, and X-Men characters are like a major thing of things. If you look at my 1,000 game challenge that I'm trying to do, beat 1,000 games in 1 year, it has it to where a lot of the, I beat a lot of fighting games, but a lot of the fighting games, it's X-Men versus Street Fighter, it's X-Men Triple Atom. There's a lot of fighting games that involve X-Men, a lot. And I usually pick Sentinel because I like choosing the big characters, like the big, large characters. Zangief from Street Fighter, Astaroth from Soul Calibur, Sentinel, Juggernaut, and Hulk for Marvel vs. Capcom, for any X-Men game, Sentinel. So yeah, you can go ahead and see it. I have a playlist of 1,000 games in 1 year. Oh, and I do say it on my thing. I do use AI art. I'm sorry, but I do. It's horrible. My friend's actually an artist, so it's like, yeah, but like, it's just, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. If you want to know why I do it, it's because I'm broken woke. So I'm not woke and go. It's a flip on the go woke, go broke. Well, I'm broken woke. If you just look me up at any of my profiles, you will understand why. I am pro Pride Day. Let's just do it that way. Whoa! That jump is great, like wild. I don't. How do I do this? That jump is totally wild. Not good. But I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm gonna go ahead and say old school stuff. Show my age. I mean, I already showed my age because I mentioned the Blockbuster. Oh, by the way, remember touch-tone phones? Remember when there was this funny video, and it was some, I think it was Instagram, and it was funny. It was like, remember, a phone no longer resembles a banana. Now a phone is a Pop-Tart, and it just made me laugh so hard. I was like, that is absolutely true. It's no longer banana phone. It's Pop-Tart phone. It doesn't have the same ring to it. But yeah. But like, yeah, that's the thing. I'm a millennial. I'm an older millennial. In the early 80s millennial. Just let you know. But like, the whole Gen Z versus millennial versus boomers, all that stuff, especially like Gen Z versus millennials, like, we want to work with you. Like, there are some cool older boomers, cool older people. Like my mom is pretty cool. Like, they're not all bad. Like, and it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what you are, what you identify as, what your orientation is, what your gender, nationality is. There are cool people and there are not cool people. There are people that, respect each other and go ahead and, let people who they want to be, and then there's not. So yeah. And that's all about that. I'm not going to that. also a lot of people that are trying to go ahead and race you. You're not so great at racing. But no, speaking of Star Wars stuff, I really think that Star Wars pretty soon is gonna work. I think that Star Wars, like I'm doing this thing called Star Wars Palooza. This is gonna be one of my videos. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my list of my Star Wars Palooza thing. I'm probably gonna go ahead and post it to Twitch, which I'm not my VODs will disappear, I think, after 14 days because I'm not an affiliate or partner or anything like that. I wish. Man, I keep crashing at the same spot. What do I do here? I have no idea what to do here. I think I crash at the same spot. Someone that's played this game, comment below. What am I doing wrong? Well, I mean, other than blowing up right there. Like, what else am I doing for that jump? Like, am I supposed to hit like a thing or... Okay, this is like a boost? Okay. Okay, that's like a brake. How to do this jump? And I get to the jump every time, and every time I die. I don't know. Like, swear at in alien languages. I don't know what's going on. And it's funny too, because like I tried to go ahead and try to Twitch stream this game, which I'm not gonna have to do in the ShareFactory because the mic works but it doesn't work in broadcast. So I know it's something to do with some setting in the PS5 to where to broadcast mic. It's the mic. It's a Turtle Beam mic. It's a really good mic. It's working. It records when I go ahead and I have clips. It's doing like it's doing right now. But it does not when I broadcast. I don't know. So I've just been streaming onto Twitch. Oh, you know what? I'm just stopping with like I have no idea. But yeah, I actually go ahead and I go to ShareFactory and share the Twitch stream on Twitch on the ShareFactory, so that like Twitch knows because like I had this whole thing where the internet was on and I was copyrighted for Star Wars music before, but I deleted them and I thought like I was blacklisted and I even made a case, but all it was that apparently the entire Tampa Bay area was out and then we needed new equipment, so we got new equipment and then the entire Tampa Bay area was down and it was like a day I was home alone. My girlfriend was over at her family's house and I could go ahead and stream and like the universe was like, nope, entire Tampa Bay area is down. So I feel bad that, you know, I wanted to stream so the entire Tampa Bay area was down, which is hilarious. This game's pretty fun though. This game is pretty fun though. I will go ahead and give the game a credit. I'll probably go ahead and post this to like YouTube and to Twitch. Twitch will be like 14 days. And then YouTube, maybe we'll make clips out of it on the Twitch and like post some of whatever I think is the funniest or something like that. But like I was trying to like, because like back in the day I did Let's Plays and I tried to like edit it and make them short, like comedic and stuff like this, but I'm trying to do the more natural feel because I was preparing for a broadcast, but I don't even know how to do it. And I know Twitch is more popular. Like when I did the Let's Plays, Twitch was the thing, and using music got you in trouble a lot because I did it. I got copyrighted a lot in all my videos. Matter of fact, I played one Star Wars game and I got copyrighted by a Mexican band that was during that apocalypse. And I was like, your music sounds cool, but it's not Star Wars. So like everyone was claiming everyone's copyright back then. It was crazy. It was during the apocalypse. And then they got really harsh on profanity. And back in the day, I used to swear. I'm not swearing now because I'm not dealing with that anymore. I mean, I don't know what these aliens are saying, but it's insane. No, I think Star Wars is gonna blow up. Star Wars is gonna be big. And I'm doing a Star Wars Palooza thing where I made like 400 videos. I did like one specifically for Darth Maul. I was made like Jedi battles. I was playing Star Wars Battlefront, trying to get good with Darth Maul, but I was doing it because I had it on PlayStation Premium, but now I have to have EA and also Squadrons, and like I don't want to pay $20 to buy the game. And it's only $20, but like I've already bought like stuff for like Pinball DLC for Star Wars and Pinball FX, and I bought like other games like $10 here, $10 here, and that adds up. But like I don't want to pay $20 for Battlefront 2, and like what happened? Like ruined my luck. Because, like, you know, I tried to stream the entire Tampa Bay area and stuff. It would happen to where, oh, okay, I'm finally going to go ahead. I'll just pay the money with Battlefront 2. Boom, Battlefront 3 announced. That's what will happen. So, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Or Squadrons, like Squadrons 2. I mean, like, the day after I played Racer's Revenge, which was, like, you know, a pod racing game thing, it was, like, the day after, it was, like, Galactic Racers. I was like, what? But I've been playing a bunch of Star Wars games that are pretty fun. I played Outlaws, and it's pretty cool. Like, I really do like it so far. It's kind of sad that you can't customize your character, but you can in other Star Wars games I have on premium. Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. I got like a bunch. If you like watching, you might. I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram, I have a YouTube, I have a Facebook Reels, I have Twitter. Just type in Kevinthedork. Everything will pop up. If you're interested, if you think I'm funny, if you think that I should go ahead and should do this career, which I love, look up Kevinthedork. Blow me up. Blow me up like Star Wars, but not like all. Obviously, I'm becoming Star Wars thing. It's a Star Wars joke. Or maybe no. I want to blow up like Alderaan. Crazy. What do you say about being famous? I blew up like Alderaan. I'm dork. I mean, it's literally the name. And it's pretty easy to implement. Just type in Kevinthedork and Google. You'll see all my values. You'll see what content I like, Star Wars. Obviously Street Fighter, because I can't give it up. But I do Vader Zangief. I have videos that go ahead and explain that. Basically, it's a mech suit, and it's like Vader Zangief. I also do Vader Trapper, which he's like in like a mask and stuff from Dead by Daylight. I cannot get past this area. I feel like Fortnite. I know there's gonna be some 12-year-old who's like, oh my god, you're so dumb. And like, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I am dumb. Because like, I don't know. I'm in my early 40s. I don't think I know how to play video games anymore. But I still play video games. Because it helps me deal with, real life, work, money, responsibilities. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I said that in my Twitch stream when I tried to go ahead and shoot Twitch. I know that there's like some 12-year-old that's like, oh my god, why don't you just go ahead and do a PC and go ahead and shoot this game? It's like a really popular game. And like Fortnite, I don't even know how to do this to get this weapon and stuff like that. No, I played Fortnite and it was like 100 versus 1 people, whatever the hell it was. And I died like in the first like 2 minutes. I don't even know if it was 2 minutes. It's just, I'm an old school gamer, and I'm saying this while I'm playing an N64 game, and I'm doing horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an old school bad gamer. How about that? I'm an old school bad, unfunny gamer. Just, I'm gonna die at the same spot. Like I see it coming. Like I just see it. It's flashing before my eyes. Jump, dude, do something. It looked like it jumped a little bit there. I'm done. I'm just done. I had like a background just to fix this.